Hey everyone, I've got a review today of the Bonavita Immersion Dripper. It's this ceramic dripper right here. I had previously done an unboxing, but I messed it up because my camera or my iPhone was flipped vertically instead of horizontally, so just going to redo it here. Right next to it you can see the popular Hario V60. You'll find these used in lots of coffee shops around the States from Japan. Apparently they don't really use them much in Japan. They use the Bone Mac or Bon Mac, don't know how it's pronounced, but you can see that this immersion dripper is significantly bigger just off the bat. What it comes with in the box is this top that you're going to put on during steeping time for a couple minutes. And then I've also got a quick start guide or instruction manual, as well as a couple sample filters. So this is a very similar coffee maker to the Clever coffee dripper. If you're familiar with that one, it has this valve that stops the coffee basically from flowing out, so you can control for the steep-in time. The only way you can really control for steep time with this guy is how fast the water flows from your kettle. And I'm going to be using gooseneck, swan neck kettle, whatever you like to call it. This is also by Bonavita, and it's a variable temperature kettle. 200 degrees Fahrenheit is what I have it set at. I'm going to use a coarse grind, so when I resume with this video, I'll show you everything I'm using to set up. This will be my second brew with this. The first one came out a little bit weak because I think I had ground my coffee a little bit too coarsely, but this run I expect to be better, so stay tuned. Alright, we're back, and I've done a couple things. First off, I ground my coffee, 31 grams of it, and it is at that coarseness, so not as coarse as I had the first time. Obviously you didn't see that video, but I think this is a much better grind than I had before. The paper filter has been pretty wet to remove any papery taste, and obviously it's on the scale. I tared it and then added my coffee, so 31 grams of it. I'm going to use probably about 310, maybe 350 grams of water. So I'm just going to tare this one more time before I add the water. The valve is closed, and our water temperature is almost at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Just to go before I start pouring the water, while we wait for it to reach 200, I thought I'd go over the general brewing process. So the first time you brew, you want to shake out your coffee grinds and make sure that they're even. You're gonna thoroughly wet every bit of it, starting from the center, and once you've added 300 grams of water or whatever amount of water you want to use, you're going to cover it with this top, and that will be done for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you're going to stir the coffee and then recover it for another 2 minutes. So the temperature is set, and some people like to make a little divot in the middle. I'm not going to do that, but just slowly try and get all the coffee wet. And you might want to let the coffee bloom, as they say. Just wet it and wait for about 30 seconds, let that carbon dioxide escape. But I wouldn't say that it's 100% necessary. You can see it's really bubbling up. So let's check on the water volume. approaching 300. And we're there. Okay, so now, whoops, almost broke my heart. Okay, we're gonna cover it up. And this kettle, when it's removed from the base, actually has a timer, so I'm just gonna start that. And after 2 minutes, I will stir and then cover for an additional 2 minutes. Okay, we're at 2 minutes, so remove the cover. And ideally you want to use a wooden spoon, maybe like a chopstick, to stir this. Don't want to be using metal here because you can puncture the filter. I'm using just this AeroPress stirrer. And then put this off to the side. Cover up again. And then reset our clock. Okay, gonna wait another 2 minutes and then we'll start the brew. Alright, so we're just at our 4th minute. I'm gonna switch from off to on. And there it goes. Now since I have more coffee than will fit in this cup, I'm going to put the rest probably in this thermal crap. It's my BB 1800. But what's cool is that you can just close the valve and you'll have an easy transfer. Let's just take a look inside. Well, we might make it. This might be acceptable for 1 cup. Clearly I overestimated how much 300 grams of water was. So that it's like it's the perfect amount for this cup right here. This is a Bodum double wall glass cup. Keeps it nice and hot or cold, whatever you have in there. And before I bring this to my sink and clean up, I'm just going to close it. And now for the taste. It's nice, very nice. I think I'm going to try a finer grind though next time. Still not too keen on the coarser grinds, but definitely a lot of flavor. Alright, enjoy.